Yeah, I feel blood
So
in my mouth from the stress of trading. It's just, have you noticed sometimes you get so stressed out that.
I can say I tasted blood.
All right, guys. Good morning, everybody. Today was a very, very interesting day. I broke one of the most important rules in trading, and I paid the price for it, and it started a series of bad decision making for me. So there's a big lesson into that. So the biggest thing that you do in trading is you do not average down or up on a losing position, and that's what I did on AVAR. AVAR was at the open. We were trying to trading it. Stock was gapping down like 75%. And at the open, there was a really, really nice, sold off, but it squeezed back up. It was always above the VWAP, so it was really ready for opening range breakup. But the stock was gapping down 70%. So I kind of don't like the stock that gapped down so much. So I don't trust them for opening range breakup. But this one had it was the candidates, because it was, strong above the VWAP. Sold up, but squeezed bounced back from the VWAP. I saw a huge ask at 11.25. Everyone saw in the chat room. And I went long, and I just didn't hold it through this pullback because I really didn't like, this stock is gapping down. I didn't want to get into the flush. And, as you see after that, it turned out to be a really, really nice opening range breakup. And, from 11, right now it's trading all the way up to 1663. But that was not the problem. Problem with my trading was, when it started going up through 13, I started adding short just for fun. I saw this doji, I added short, a small size, and then it went up. I added again more, and it popped up, and I added more, and I was really down on this. And then, as you see, it just popped back up to 1452. It did sell off. My average was around here. As soon as it dropped, I covered half of it. But it's the other half, it just bounced back, and I was really afraid of another big move up, and I covered with a really bad loss. So that started a really, really bad, so I would kind of hulk on that, and now I was emotional. I lost like $5,000, $4,000 on a small share size on it, and I was really emotional on that. It came back up 1450. I went long. I wanted to make that money back. Dropped on me. I got to stop out. And then I went back long again, as you see here. Added more for the pop. It came dropped. I got to stop out. And then I went back long again, and this time I kind of held it through this consolidation because I was really feeling that this pennant is even going up, and eventually break out through 14 and went up all the way up toward the 1663. So eventually I made all of my profit back, but I could easily blow up my account if I were just keep adding to my short. And as essentially at 14 I added more, and the breakout 1452 I added heavily scalped on every pullback I bought, and eventually went up all the way up to 1663. But it could easily turn out if I keep adding to my short. If I were short here and I would just keep adding it, especially if you have a bigger account, you eventually run out of the money and you blow up your account. And I've done it. I've done it a few times, so I know how the feeling is. And this is a shortest squeeze. A lot of people who are short eventually get a squeeze, and this amazing move is just a shortest squeeze. When I was adding to my short, Brian actually playing it into the long side through 14 and 15, and that was the right move, and it caused me to even panic more, either to cover more faster, or just making it a more emotional distress in me. So Brian, I know you traded through 14, 15, 16, 13, 14, 15. So 14,
13. Yeah. Yeah, I traded. Well, we started out trading AVR at the open. Didn't kind of both of us got cold feet. But then, I came back to it a couple times after it started to really move up here. So in AMC, I got on the AMC train with you at one point there.
Yeah, AMC was a really nice one.
And
so AMC was a nice opening range breakup. I saw this squeeze above the VWAP, long, added more on the pullback, popped up to R3, added more again, and 44.42 is the gap fill level that we found together. And that was a nice one. And eventually I got to stop that. Brian also wasn't there. Go ahead, Sarah.
Yeah, that was a nice trade. Yeah, so BTBT I traded. It broke out nicely at the open.
Nice, yeah. 11, yeah.
Yeah, very and nice. That was, I caught that, and then I pulled back, I added some back, and it just rolled over. So fortunately, it kind of killed some of my profit on that. Mara, I shorted. Got a nice short on Mara on the breakdown.
Very nice. Yeah, really, really nice short.
And
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did Apple too.
And
so I
Playboy,
had,
Playboy, I'm
sorry.
still in.
Yeah. So Apple and AMD.
Yeah, I was just going to say Playboy.
Apple was really giving us give me a hard time. I had Apple and AMD swing from yesterday, and it kind of messed up my whole trading because it did pop up. I went long and it did drop. I got to stop that, but I didn't lose money because I was still profitable from yesterday. And then I went short for the break of previous day close. I got to stop that. Went long again. And it just chopped me around. I sold some, added, got to stop out, went short again, got to stop out. So this one was essentially a couple of trades. Let me show it to you. It was just a bad trade. When you carry a swing, so this one was a trade that I got to stop that, but I really didn't lose money because I had the swing on it. And then that was a short that I got to stop squeezed. There was another short that I got to squeeze here. And this was the long that I got kind of break out even here. But eventually Apple did pop up really heavily nicely, and just same as Q, just a beautiful move on it. And the SPY is also really moving. Like I had some AMD as well that I sold at the open. It just sold off 1%. I got kind of sold off. And yeah, so what I have here right now is SPXL, TNA, and TQQ. These are swing position, and these two are the covered calls or buy rights that Adi wrote for me. We're gonna have a webinar tonight about why this one is good to have. Like this unrealized is actually a good thing that you're gonna have. These are the premiums that I collected, you know, for SPXL and TQQ. So we're gonna talk about this if you want to have tonight at 5 p.m. And of course the recording would be available, guys, for elite members. Other than that, yeah, it's just turned out to be a very good day for me, thanks to, you know, making it back on AVIR. But it was really a disastrous situation. For those of you who were in the chat room, see how stressful I was. Brian, anything else from you?
No, that's it. Yeah, had a pretty decent day actually.
Yeah, I feel blood in my mouth from the stress of trading. It's just, have you noticed sometimes you get so stressed out that.
I can't say I tasted blood.
All right, guys. Well, have a good day,
Yeah.
and yeah,
Okay.
see you tonight in the webinar. If not, tomorrow morning in the chat room, guys.